So, what has our favourite Chinese multi-hyphenate birthday boy been up to this week? Find out on the Wang Yibo Weekly. Well, friends, this one's going to be a non-comprehensive because there's too much to talk about and I only have so many brain cells and I can only edit so long of a video. So normally I try and make these like relatively comprehensive, and today I'm not even attempting. I'm just going to say some things that I remember. So that's what we have for you this week. Having said that, there's a heap of stuff. There's been no sightings. My personal belief is that's because the man in question has been working all the hours that God sends, signing things and having photos taken, and because like literally every brand except for two of his posted this week. And mostly for his birthday, and yeah, there's just so much. But before we get to brand stuff, let us take a moment to think about other things. On July 31st, Yibo Official posted a little video of Yibo skateboarding in Paris. It was clearly taken during the Chanel trip. And it's a cute little piece, so that's nice. I'll have a link for that below with all the other links to all the other things. There was also a magazine article on Grazia Singapore about Yibo, and it had a whole bunch of his jewellery looks in the article. I'll link to that below. That was very fun. And that really takes us out for the end of July. On August the 1st, Yibo himself posted on his Weibo. He reposted one of the big official Chinese accounts because August the 1st is Army Day. I follow, I don't know, a dozen sort of Chinese entertainment personalities on Weibo, and I think all of them posted on August the 1st. So, but Yibo did it too, so that happened. This brings us to the 2nd of August, where one of the really big things that we've been looking forward to for a month happened, which is the re-release of Hidden Blade, one of Yibo's movies from 2023. Got a brand new release, not in every cinema, but quite a broad release across the country. All of the fan groups have been making preparations for ages to have get-togethers going to see the movie, and a lot of that happened on August the 2nd. I think they sold out lots and lots of cinemas on August the 2nd. There was quite a bit of posting in the lead up, some new trailers, and a whole bunch of bits and pieces, and then like there was so many posts about things that happened at the screenings. So yeah, lots and lots of noise about that. That was August the 2nd. August the 4th, Yibo posted on his Weibo a joint post with Super X, which is one of his beer brands. They had launched a whole new product line. It's a lemon beer, lemon like flavored beer, which I don't know. I don't know from beer, but anyway, it's a new product line, and it actually has Wang Yibo on the label. So that was very exciting. And that was August 5. And then by this point, we were just rolling into birthday. August the 5th was the big day, and everything happened on August the 5th. So one of the first things that happened is that Wang Yibo on his own Weibo posted a vid of him ice climbing. Last year for his birthday, he posted a picture of himself on a sand dune. This time we actually got like an actual piece of video. I reckon this was filmed during Spring Festival back in February. There was, at the time, he was spotted by different people out ice climbing, and there was a few pieces of like footage that was taken by other people of him doing it, and I'm pretty confident that's when this was filmed. So that came out on his birthday, and with a completely gnomic classic Yibo caption on it that said like breakthrough or something. So that happened. Yibo official kind of went to town. They posted a really long letter, which is a like traditional thing that they do. It's like this like address to Wang Yibo, and it sounds like it's coming from like a close friend or, you know, maybe a romantic partner. It's kind of like it, yeah, that was like quite a long letter, and then it had this really pretty photo edit that went with it. They also posted a set of the photos that the edit was taken out of, and it turns out it was Jimmy Choo shoot. And then they also later posted a bunch of photos of him blowing bubblegum bubbles with a cartoon that was drawn. And then on Instagram, they had a completely different photo edit. And then on Xiaohongshu, they had another completely different photo edit. So Yibo official, clearly they'd been planning and working, and maybe different people at the, you know, from the team had kind of been working on different parts. And yeah, there was quite a lot of material. The other really exciting thing that came out on Yibo's birthday was that Discovery and Tencent and all the different production parts that are involved in Exploring the Unknown announced that there is a special episode of Exploring the Unknown called Becoming a Rock Star. That's the English title that they've given it. And it's going to be aired next Tuesday. Not the new season yet, but still something fun to look forward to next week. And one other thing that happened on his birthday is Wild Aid, the conservation group that Yibo is a spokesperson or whatever for. They posted a birthday greetings post, which had a more recent photo of the baby pangolin, now no longer a baby pangolin, now just a pangolin, that Yibo in the Defenders of the Hidden doco that he was involved in at the beginning of last year. In it, he kind of does this stuff with this little tiny little baby pangolin. And anyway, Wild Aid gave us a pic of grown-up baby pangolin, no longer baby. That was really fun. But a lot of what happened for Yibo's birthday was brand stuff. So let's just get into it. Now, I know I'm going to forget something here, so please forgive me. I've tried to put a relatively comprehensive list of links down below, but I'm not going to be able to mention everything. We'll just hit the highlights. There was a bit more of the Anta sneakers campaign. It was actually launched like the week before, so I've already talked about it in my last video, but there was more of that came out. And of course the Super X new product. But apart from that, there was a bunch of stuff that happened actually on Yibo's birthday. So there is a new Jimmy Choo like photo set of featuring a particular bag and a particular style of shoe. Again, I kind of mentioned that before, but what's super big news is that there's a brand new Chanel campaign featuring Yibo and a couple of other people, but like he is like a main feature, and this is actually the first time he's been part of a major advertising campaign for Chanel. There's also a new Audi campaign starting up, and they put it's fully launched. It hasn't fully launched yet. It's fully launching in a couple of days from now, but they actually put up an early release sort of piece of video of Yibo in the new car for his birthday. So that's a bit exciting. Now, basically every brand posted. So I'm not going to mention what every brand did. Lindsay didn't post, but then it turns out Lindsay is no longer a sponsor. Their contract expired, is my understanding. I haven't had official confirmation, but there was a Lindsay thing that came out just like a week or two ago, but he's removed off the header of their Weibo page, and they didn't put anything out for his birthday. So I think that's confirmation that Lindsay's gone. And so everybody else everybody, because Lindsay doesn't count anymore, given that's what we're thinking, everybody posted except for Choo or Mara didn't post. They don't, as a rule, for birthdays. And Lueve didn't post, but everybody else posted. And there was little bits of film, and there was cakes, and there was a million photo edits. The only other one I'm going to mention is Lowen, the other beer company, put out a really cute photo edit that very much tickled me. I'll bung this here. Cute, huh? So it's I'm still recovering from trying to get across all of the posts that happened yesterday. There was a million. A number of other fan things happened. There was drone shows and all sorts, but I can't talk about everything. Before I finish, I just want to say I actually made a video which for my channel to explain to the people are the non-Yibo people who have been subscribed to my channel, the turn to Yibo posting. But what I haven't done is explained to my friends who have been watching these videos that I've decided to make them public. And I'm just going to spend 2 seconds now explaining what my thinking was. When I go on YouTube, which I do, I love YouTube. Anyway, whenever I go on YouTube and I search up Wang Yibo, the top hits that I get are always absolute garbage. They're AI generated nonsense, clickbait, AI generated clickbait nonsense. As long as there's an audience for it, there's going to be people posting that shit because they make money off it. They don't care one way or another about any of the people involved. They're just looking for the ad revenue. And whatever, that's the world that we live in. But I decided that I was going to make this public simply because, not because I think I'm going to get thousands of views. I am not going to get thousands of views. But I just wanted, if there was some other person like me going on YouTube looking for something about Wang Yibo, that there would be something for them to find that was actually a fan made it and cared about it and had vaguely accurate information. And that is what I've done, and that's what these are for. They're for my friends first and foremost, and they're also for anybody else out there who just wants somebody to yell with about Wang Yibo. Hello, come to Blue Sky and yell with me about Wang Yibo, or just watch these videos. I've been making them every week, and now they're public. So that's it. I'm not going to hang around and bore you anymore with that. I think we're going to put a little bit of the ice climbing up, seeing as how that's the thing that Wang Yibo is excited about. And links are down below. I hope you're all well and that you have a wonderful Wang Yibo Wednesday.